Hello, welcome, I'm Andreas, your tech-curious web designer. In this tutorial, we will add Htmx to the website, which allows to load content dynamically to the page, without reloading the entire page. This makes content loading more efficient and seamless, giving the site the feel of a modern web application. But before we get started, if you like this content, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. This helps me to grow this channel and to reach more aspiring web developers. And if you want to support my work financially, you can subscribe to my Patreon page and get access to exclusive content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay, and now without further ado, let's dive in. A big thank you to all my supporters on Patreon, buymeacoffee.com and on YouTube. In this tutorial, we will see how we can turn a static website into a dynamic app-like site using Htmx. With this method, we can load content to this page dynamically without reloading the entire page. Also, when calling a page with Htmx, the base.html file is not reloaded. This means, for example, that the dark mode state stored in the base is preserved across the pages. Okay, and now let's dive in. This is the official Htmx website, and in a nutshell, Htmx gives you Ajax functionality directly on the HTML elements. No additional JavaScript required. On this site you find the official documentation, references and many useful examples. To install Htmx, we can add a script tag to our site, but luckily there also exists a Django package for it on django-htmx.readthedocs.io. And here we can find the documentation and the steps to install this package to our Django project. Let's get started. So inside my virtual environment, I run the command pip install django-htmx. Then we add it to the installed apps. So I'm going to the core folder, here to settings, go to the installed app section and add it to the third-party apps. Then we also add the middleware. Okay, save this file. And then we add the Htmx library to our base.html file. So in my templates folder, here to base.html. Then at the very top, we load the Django-htmx tag and add the Htmx script tag to the head. This loads the Htmx library to this page. And one more thing, when using Htmx, it is recommended to include the hx headers attribute on the body element to ensure that the CSRF token, which is used for protection against malicious attacks when sending post requests, is properly included in the request headers. This might not make much sense now, but we will take a closer look at post requests and CSRF tokens later on in this series. Alright, so we save this file, and now let's see Htmx in action. So when I click on a button in the sidebar, I only want the content in the main container to be updated. So we go to the sidebar, which is in the includes folder, so sidebar.html. Here, for example, I go to the upload button, and instead of a click event, we add here Htmx get request. Htmx attributes use the hx prefix. In this case, hxget makes a get request, which is used to retrieve data from the backend. Another common request is hxpost, which is a post request and used to send data to the backend, for example when submitting a form. Okay, but here I'm requesting the upload page, so add here now the upload URL. The second attribute I'm adding is the hxtarget. This attribute specifies where to insert the content on the page. And my target here is the element with the ID main content. But since this ID doesn't exist yet, let's add it to the main element. I'm going to the main layout.html file. And here is our main element. and I give it the ID of main content. Okay, save this file. Then let's go back. And the hx swap defines how the content is swapped in. Inner HTML means I want to insert it inside the main content element, while outer HTML would replace the entire element. But in this case we use inner HTML. And with transition true, we apply a small fade-in animation when swapping the content. Okay, let's save this file and let's check it out. I start up the server with Python manage-to-py run server and check out the page. Now when we click on upload, we can notice that the page was loaded in with a slight fade-in animation and the browser reload symbol was not spinning. So that means we installed Htmx successfully on our site. Awesome! However, we have lost a few features now. For once, we don't see the URL for the upload path in the address bar anymore. Let's fix that with another Htmx attribute. This hxPushURL attribute is pushing the path we defined in the urls.py file to the browser's address bar. Okay, save this file and let's check it out. I click again on upload. And as we can see here, now the URL shows -upload. Nice.
Nice.
Now let's have a closer look at the content we are loading. Because right now we are loading in the entire page again and placing it inside the main element. And this is obviously not what we want. We only want to load the content of the page. And for this we have to create a file, also called a partial, which contains just the content we want to load. So I'm going to my post folder here, to templates, to the post folder, and inside I create a partials folder. And in this folder I add now partial for the upload page content. And a common naming convention for partial is to prefix with an underscore. So my partial here is called underscore upload.html. Then I go to my upload.html file. This renders out the whole page. So I cut out the code inside the content block and add it to my partial. Okay. We might also need to add a static tag to this file in case there are any static links. Then save this file. And in the upload.html file, I include here this partial now. Okay, save this file. And then we tell our view function to render the partial when it is a Htmx request. So I'm going to the views.py file. Then I add here this condition. If request.htmx is true, this request.htmx attribute comes from the Htmx package we installed. And if it's a Htmx request, we return here the response with the partial. We can also double check if it's using the correct return statement by using the print function. This function shows the value in the terminal, so we can see which response was triggered. So if it's a Htmx request, we see partial loaded in the terminal. And if it's a standard request, this print function will be called, with the return statement to render the entire page. Okay, save this file, and let's check this out. So first I refresh the page. And as we can see here, this prints out page loaded. Then I go to the home page and click the upload link now. And as we can see, the partial was loaded now. So it returned this response. Nice. Okay, let's get rid of the print statements again and save this file. But we can notice that the title is missing now, as well as the highlight in the sidebar, because the partial does not have the information to update those elements. Let's fix that. I'm going to the upload partial, and at the very bottom, I add here the whole title element for this page, and can replace the old title element with the hx swap OOB attribute. OOB stands for out of band, and it basically means I want to update an element also outside of the target element. In this case, the title of the page. We can also set this attribute to true or to outer HTML, which is the default. These have the same effect, they replace the whole element. If you want to replace the code inside the element, you would write inner HTML. Okay, let's go back to simply OOB. But as this partial is included also in the upload.html page, this code would be displayed as normal HTML code on the page, because the OOB attribute only works with Htmx requests. So to display this code only when this file is an Htmx partial, I add here a condition and check if the partial variable is true. So let's create this variable now in the backend. I save this file and go to the views.py file. And here we can simply define these partial variables by setting it to request.htmx. So if it's a Htmx request, this variable is true. Okay, save this file and let's check it out. I go back to the home page and click on upload again. And as we can see, the title shows up now in the tab. Nice. As next, let's fix the highlight in the navigation. So right now we are on the upload page, but the upload button is not highlighted because the navigation is not updated when we swap in the new content. But also here we can use the OOB attribute. So I'm going to the sidebar.html file, and instead of updating the whole sidebar, I only want to update the navigation buttons. So I find the element which contains the buttons. It is this element here. Cut it out and add it to a new file. So also inside the includes folder, I create a navigation.html file and paste the buttons in here. And add the static tag at the top in case it's needed. Okay, save this file and include the navigation back into the sidebar. I also wrap it in a div with the ID navigation, so we can swap in the new content with inner HTML. Okay, save this file. Then I'm going to my upload partial. Create here this element with ID navigation and set the OOB attribute to inner HTML. And include here now the navigation.html file. This file will include the updated buttons and will replace the old buttons. Okay, save this file and let's check it out. I'm going back to home, click on upload again. And as we can see, the upload button is now highlighted. Great. We finished now the upload page, let's add the home page next. So first I'm going to the views.py file, add here the partial variable, then if the request is a Htmx request, I send back the home partial. Okay, save this file, now let's create the home partial. So in my partial folder, I create this file, underscore home.html, then I'm going to the home.html file, and cut the content from here and paste it into the partial file. Add the load static tag and include it back in here. Then I'm going back to the partial, add the if partial condition, then set the title just to TikTok, and include again the navigation file. Okay, save this file. Then we go to the navigation.html file and add here the Htmx attributes to the home button. So remove the click event. add here the Htmx attribute with the home URL. The target is the main content. We swap it in with inner HTML and with a transition. And push the URL to the browser's address bar. Okay, save this file and let's check it out. I click on home. And great, as we can see, it loaded the content of the page with Htmx, the button is highlighted and the title is updated as well. Finally, let's do the same with the Explore page. First to the views.py file. I add here the partial variable and the Htmx response with the Explore partial. Let's save this file. Then we create this partial. Load here the static tag. Then from the explore.html file, we cut the content element. Paste it in here. Include the partial back in the Explore page. Then we can save this file. Then add the partial condition. We update the title element with the Explore prefix. And swap again the navigation file. Okay, save this file. And now we update the Explore button. I go to the navigation.html file. Here we have the Explore button. Remove the click event. Add the Htmx attribute. The target. The swap method. And the URL push. Okay, save this file and let's check it out. So I click on Explore. And there is the Explore page, loaded with Htmx. Nice. And those pages share now also the same dark mode state in the base.html file. So let's switch to the dark mode. Go to the Explore page, still in dark mode, and also the upload page. Nice. Okay, and this is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, we will look at Django's database, create an admin user, and define database tables. If you like this content, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell icon not to miss the next one. I hope to see you there. Until then, happy coding my friends, and bye bye for now.